Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be discussing a topic that I know is important to a lot of my viewers, and that is gender ideology. Now, before we delve into the topic, we need to break down the two words, gender and ideology. Obviously, both these words have been around for centuries, but they have multiple meanings. So ideology can be thought of as the lens through which a person views the world, basically. So it gives someone a sense of identity within society, within groups, and in relation to other people. It shapes our thoughts, actions, interactions, and what happens in our lives and in society at large. So cultural theorist Stuart Hall defines ideology as a framework of ideas people use to figure out how the social world works, basically. What their place is in the social world and what they ought to do. Gender, on the other hand, is actually a type of ideology. So it provides people with a sense of identity and helps people associate with a particular group, similar to the definition of ideology. So feminist philosopher Judith Butler believes we do not identify as a member of gender first, then go out accordingly to the cultural script. Rather, we act first, and based on the consistency of our performance, we are ascribed a gender identity. So combine the concepts together and we have gender ideology, a socially constructed concept which sees people identify with a group's behaviour, values, and even often a specific stereotype. So in Western worlds, often gender is defined as a strict binary male or female. However, this is changing evidently as society develops. Men and women are presumed different in terms of appearance, values, behaviour, and sexuality, and they must work within the terms of the heterosexual matrix, basically. However, today's definition of gender looks a little different to this. It's a lot more liberal and open-minded. And this is it. Gender is a part of a person's social and personal identity. It refers to each person's deeply felt internal and individual identity, and the way a person presents and is recognised within the community. A person's gender refers to outward social markers, including their name, outward appearance, mannerisms, and dress code. A person's sex and gender may not necessarily be the same. An individual's gender may or may not correspond with their sex assigned at birth. So a term that's popping up in society quite frequently at the moment is the term transgender. So transgender people are those who have a gender identity that differs from their assigned sex at birth. Transgender is also an umbrella term, in addition to including people whose gender identity is the opposite to their assigned sex. So trans men and trans women, but it can also include people who are not exclusively masculine or feminine. So people who are genderqueer or non-binary, so including bigender, pangender, gender fluid, or agender. So whilst it is becoming more and more common to see transgender people in society, the representation of these people in Hollywood is awfully low. So a new GLAAD study on 2016's biggest movies shows the devastating numbers behind Hollywood's lack of LGBTQ inclusion. The study measured the top 125 film releases from major film studios, and the study is just stacked with disheartening statistics concluding that out of all those films, only 23 of those films, 18.4%, included characters identified as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer. Only one transgender inclusive film, which was Paramount's Zoolander 2, was a part of these 125 films. Statistics are a prime example of how society is still adjusting to genders found in the community. However, obviously we still have a long way to go in terms of representing these groups of these groups found in society, especially in the film industry. So that's about it from me, guys, but hopefully this video has helped you understand the world of ideology and ideologies a little bit better, and the significance gender ideology has on our society today.